Did you know a sudden leg cramp could be more than pain? It can be an early warning of vascular stress linked to stroke risk. For many seniors, it strikes at night, locking the calf so tight it takes your breath away and leaves you afraid to move. Age makes cramps worse. Less muscle mass, slower blood flow, lower hydration, and lost minerals like potassium and magnesium all set the trap. The good news? You can fight back with small daily changes. Certain fruits act like your body's natural repair team, restoring electrolytes, boosting collagen, reducing inflammation, and keeping your muscles calm and hydrated. In this video, you'll discover 7 fruits that help older adults stay strong, active, and free from those sudden midnight attacks. And fruit number 4 is in most kitchens, but almost no one uses it for this. If you've ever had a cramp steal your sleep, stick around, because what you learn today could change your nights for good. Now let's start with fruit number 1, bananas. You've probably heard that bananas are good for muscle cramps, but have you ever wondered why? Or if they actually work for you, especially at night? Here's what's really going on in your body. As you age, your potassium levels naturally dip, and that's bad news for your muscles. Potassium is like a messenger between your nerves and muscles, making sure they contract and relax smoothly. When you don't have enough, those signals misfire, and that's when the cramp hits. A medium banana gives you around 400 to 450 milligrams of potassium, about 10% of what you need each day. Now, imagine pairing that with the fact that potassium helps pull water into your muscle cells. If you've been waking up in summer nights with your calves clenched tight, could it be that you're not just low on potassium, but also slightly dehydrated? Bananas tackle both at once. And there's another hidden bonus, vitamin B6. This nutrient helps your nerves send clear, calm signals, so your muscles aren't firing off at the wrong time. What if a banana in the evening could mean you finally sleep through the night without that painful wake-up call? But as powerful as potassium is, your muscles need more than just one mineral. There's another nutrient, one most seniors are missing. That's just as critical for preventing cramps. And the next fruit we'll talk about is one of the best natural sources you can find. Fruit number 2, kiwi. You might not think of kiwi as your go-to muscle food, but if you've ever had a cramp that just wouldn't release, this little fruit could be your new best friend. Have you noticed how your muscles sometimes feel tight even when you've been drinking enough water? That could be because you're low on magnesium, and kiwi quietly delivers it in every bite. As you age, your body doesn't absorb magnesium as well, which means your muscles can't fully relax. If they can't relax, they spasm. Simple as that. One kiwi gives you about 8 to 10% of your daily magnesium needs, and that's before we even talk about its vitamin C. Why should that matter to you? Because vitamin C is what your body uses to build collagen, the stuff that keeps muscles and tendons flexible instead of brittle. Think about it. When was the last time you stretched and felt a pull in the back of your leg? Was that tightness from weak muscles or from connective tissue that's lost its give? Eating kiwi regularly can help restore that flexibility, so your steps feel smoother and your recovery after walking or gardening doesn't leave you stiff for days. And here's something else you might not expect. Kiwi's natural fiber helps your digestion, which means you actually absorb more of the minerals you're eating in the first place. If your gut isn't working well, even the healthiest diet can leave you short on the nutrients your muscles need. So, if kiwi can relax your muscles, strengthen their structure, and help your body use more of what you eat, what happens when you combine those benefits with a fruit that hydrates you like a glass of water and boosts blood flow at the same time? That's exactly what the next fruit does. Fruit number 3, watermelon. Think about the last time you got a cramp after being outside on a warm day. You might have blamed it on walking too much or bending over in the garden, but what if the real reason was simply that you were a little dehydrated? Watermelon is over 90% water, which means every juicy bite is like sending a wave of hydration straight into your muscles. And it's not just water. Watermelon contains potassium to keep your muscle contractions smooth and an amino acid called citrulline. Why should citrulline matter to you? Because your body turns it into nitric oxide, which relaxes your blood vessels and improves circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, making them less likely to cramp and more likely to recover after activity. Have you ever noticed how cramps often strike after you've cooled down from being active, not while you're moving? That's when your muscles are trying to repair themselves, and without enough blood flow, they can misfire. A slice or two of watermelon after a morning walk or an afternoon in the yard could help your muscles recharge instead of rebel. And let's not forget, it's sweet, refreshing, and easy to eat, even if you don't have much of an appetite in hot weather. So, if watermelon can cool you, hydrate you, and feed your muscles at the same time, what could a fruit do if it went one step further? Actually reducing the inflammation inside your muscle fibers so they stay calmer for days? You're about to find out. Fruit number 4. Cherries. If you've ever woken up the morning after a busy day and felt like every step was heavier than it should be, you already know what muscle soreness can do to your motivation. Cherries can change that story for you. These little red gems are packed with anthocyanins, powerful compounds that fight inflammation inside your muscles. Why should that matter to you? Because inflammation is often the silent spark that makes a cramp more likely to strike, especially after activity. And cherries don't stop there. They also carry natural melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. Have you noticed how cramps tend to happen more when your sleep is broken? That's because your muscles repair themselves at night, and without deep rest, they don't fully recover. Imagine ending your evening with a small bowl of cherries or a glass of tart cherry juice, knowing you're giving your muscles both the recovery time and the anti-inflammatory shield they need. Wouldn't it feel good to wake up and move without that stiffness holding you back? And since cherries are also rich in vitamin C, they're quietly helping your body rebuild collagen, the flexible protein that keeps muscles and tendons from feeling brittle. So if cherries can calm inflammation, improve your sleep, and strengthen your muscle structure, what happens when you eat a fruit that supports your muscles in a completely different way, starting with how your body digests food? That's where we're heading next. Fruit number 5. Papaya. Have you ever thought your leg cramps might actually start in your stomach? It sounds strange, but if your digestion isn't working smoothly, your muscles might not be getting the nutrients they need to stay calm. Papaya helps you fix that from the inside out. It's loaded with an enzyme called papain that breaks down proteins so your body can use them to repair muscle fibers. If you've been eating well but still getting cramps, could it be that you're simply not absorbing enough of what you eat? Papaya also brings a big dose of vitamin C and powerful antioxidants, protecting your muscles from the oxidative stress that builds up with age and activity. And let's not forget potassium and magnesium, the two minerals your muscles crave to contract and relax without locking up. What would it feel like if you could eat something sweet, light, and easy on the stomach, knowing it's working to feed and protect your muscles at the same time? Papaya can be that bridge between your meals and your movement. But muscle strength isn't just about nutrients inside the fibers. It's also about the very framework that holds those fibers together. That's where the next fruit comes in, and you've probably had it on your kitchen counter without realizing how much it could do for your legs. Fruit number 6. Oranges. When you peel an orange, you probably think about vitamin C and fighting off colds. But have you ever thought about what that same vitamin C is doing for your muscles? As you get older, your body makes less collagen. And collagen is the protein that keeps your muscles, tendons, and ligaments flexible instead of stiff and injury-prone. Without it, even simple movements can feel tight or shaky. Oranges flood your system with vitamin C, giving your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild that flexible framework. They also strengthen your blood vessels, which means better circulation and more oxygen reaching every muscle fiber. Have you noticed that cramps often come after you've been sitting too long? That's poor circulation at work. Now imagine sipping fresh orange juice or eating a juicy orange in the afternoon. helping your muscles stay nourished and hydrated without you even thinking about it. And yes, oranges also bring plenty of water into your body, which matters more than most people realize, especially if you tend to feel thirsty only after you're already dehydrated. So, if oranges can rebuild your structure, keep your muscles oxygen-rich, and top up your hydration, what about the fruit you probably never guessed could help stop leg cramps? That's the one we've been holding back since the beginning, and it's next. Fruit number 7, the surprise fruit. Remember at the start when I told you there was one fruit on this list most people never expect? Here it is, prunes. You might think of them only as a digestive aid, but prunes are actually packed with potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants that your muscles quietly depend on every single day. If you've ever felt a cramp hit out of nowhere and wondered, but I've been eating healthy, so why now? It could be that your muscles are missing that steady mineral supply prunes deliver. They help regulate fluid balance, keeping your muscles hydrated from the inside, and their antioxidants protect your muscle fibers from the slow wear and tear of aging. And yes, they still support healthy digestion, which means the other fruits you eat can work even harder for you. Have you noticed how much better your whole body feels when everything is moving comfortably? Now picture combining prunes with bananas, kiwis, watermelon, cherries, papaya, and oranges. 7 simple, everyday choices that work together to give you calmer muscles, deeper sleep, and more freedom to move without pain. And that's the real secret. You don't need pills or complicated routines. You just need the right fruits on your plate every single day. So now you've seen them all. 7 fruits that can change the way your muscles feel, the way you move, and even the way you sleep. Bananas to keep your nerves and muscles talking to each other. Kiwi to help them relax. Watermelon to hydrate and boost circulation. Cherries to calm inflammation and improve recovery. Papaya to help you absorb every nutrient you eat. Oranges to rebuild your muscle framework. And yes, prunes, the quiet hero you didn't see coming. Think about it. How many nights have you been woken up by a cramp that stole your rest? Or how many walks have been cut short because your calf locked up? Now imagine stacking your days with these fruits so that your muscles are nourished, hydrated, flexible, and calm. Wouldn't you rather feel in control instead of waiting for the next cramp to strike? You don't have to overhaul your life. Just make space for these foods every day and watch how your body responds. If this video gave you even one idea you can use tonight, share it with a friend who's been struggling with cramps too. Tell me in the comments which fruit you're adding first, and in the next video, we'll go over a set of gentle daily stretches you can pair with these foods to protect your legs even more. Your pain-free nights and easier days start with what's on your plate, and you can start today.